just going on a little date tonight with that dude from the dating app.
Is that right? Ain't nobody worried about those dudes.
Yeah, maybe you should be.
Next Wednesday.
Shouldn't have torn up that check that Zach gave you.
Can you stop?
The drama heats up.
Fatima, what was that?
Was that a gunshot?
And the sparks fly.
Oh, crazy. How do you know I'm special?
I know special when I see you. I don't want this night to end.
Cheers to a slow burning fire.
I'll cook in my place and y'all come over for dinner.
Tyler Perry's Sistas. All new episode next.
All right, Sisters fans, you just saw the trailer for next week's episode, Season 6, Episode 14, entitled Something New. Andy, Sabrina, and Danny have dream dates that seem almost too good to be true. Fatima and Zach make a quick decision for the safety of Michael. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Now, first off, I'd like to thank the people, well, actually, no. Instead of saying the people at Sisters, thanks to the awesome followers and subscribers I have, because a bunch of people sent me the trailer immediately after the episode last night. So I was able to get my hands on the trailer because for whatever reason, BET, when it comes to the Oval and Sisters last week, the episode aired, but they didn't post the trailers for this week's episodes until the day those episodes aired. And that made it hard for me to do trailer breakdowns. But I'm grateful that I have the trailer for Sisters within an hour after the episode aired. However, I must say that the end credit trailer and the 30-second trailer, not really much to get too excited about. I guess the biggest thing is Zach and his son, but other than that, but then again, less is more, I suppose, and I'd much rather see where these new storylines are going versus just the same old. So I will say I do appreciate that. And as always, you saw the trailer itself, but this trailer breakdown is going to encompass the end credit promo as well. This episode, November 1st, yeah, the first of the month, we got something new going on here. So before moving forward in the breakdown, the channel, I've been looking at the analytics for the past couple of days and numbers are going up. So we're on track here. So please hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video, hit subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the trailer itself. So we got Zach continuously beating the crap out of Bones, and then he grabs his son and runs out. Now, the old lady, she rushes out. What was that? Was that a gunshot I heard? Now, Zach looks over at Fatima. It's like, what was that? So I'm guessing maybe, Zach beats the hell out of that guy. He grabs his son and gets up out of there. Fatima, was fiddling in her purse, so we know she pulled a gun out. And like the lady said, was that a gunshot? We know how Fatima is. Now, given that Zach said, what was that? I'm guessing she probably pulled out the gun and shot off one in the air or something. Hopefully Heather doesn't have people living upstairs, because maybe it was like a warning shot like she did with Belinda. When Belinda was going back and forth with Zach too much, and then she shot one right past him. I wonder if it was a situation like that. Maybe Bones was deciding to retaliate or something, and Fatima just needed a distraction, because with all this fighting and all going on, maybe Michael could have been caught in the scuffle somehow. So I'm guessing that's what happened. And then on the way back home, Fatima, is telling Zach, I've never seen anything like that before. It's like, and wow, Zach, I understand you more. And I like that. A lot of people talking about how, well, we ain't getting a lot of Zach and Fatima. I'm okay with that, just because I feel like the little bit we get is more substance than 10 to 15 minutes of Zach and Fatima just bickering in an episode of Sisters. All right. So the quick decision for the safety of Michael is obviously to get that boy and take him out of there. And now on to Jordan. He's talking about how, it's, to sum up what he tells Andy when they're drinking, water, because, she doesn't want to drink alcohol. Hey, that's cool. At least you won't be tipsy, Andy. Remember when I used to do drunk Andy impressions? It's been so long. What was that, like season 4 when I did drunk Andy? Maybe it was season 3, but it was a long time ago. But in any case, Jordan talks about how he typically, when a romance is like a candle that has a raging fire on top, it burns out quickly. But, you know, they pretty much make a toast to like a slow burning romance. Like they'll take it one step at a time. I'm okay with this, only if it means Andy isn't going to mess with Gary anymore, because what's the point of, you know, tiptoeing with this new guy if you just want to end up right back with Gary? But no, it looks like Andy is, instead of hopping in bed on the first date, and honestly, I was impressed that she didn't want alcohol. I thought that was a pretty smart move, because I'm like, okay, Andy is taking a different approach, and I can appreciate that. So over at the bar, you know, we have Tony and Rich talking with Sabrina and Danny. But no, actually, if I remember correctly, they have a table which is close to Andy and Jordan, so they can keep an eye on their friends. But as they're about to leave the restaurant, you know, Jordan says, hey, how about this? Come over to my place sometime, you know, I'll fire up the grill and you all ladies can come over. So basically it'll be like a triple date again, where it's going to be Jordan and his boys, and then Andy and her crew can come over, sans Karen. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you know, and all the gentlemen talk with the ladies, you know, Rich talking about how, oh yeah, I know a special woman when I see her, in reference to Sabrina. Tony's talking with Danny. And then they walk away. It's like, wow, did we just meet 3 really great guys? AKA something new. And all I can say is, Danny, what about Preston? Is he okay? You're not even going to call? Damn. This woman, see this shit, this is why her and Preston ain't going to work out. Say what you want about him being engaged, having a fiance or whatever with Mindy, but Danny's something else. Now, granted, she was there for Andy, and then Tony was there too, but whatever. All right, so we have, speaking of the date, Hayden is talking with Gary about how they're both pathetic, and Gary's like, look, don't lump me into your category, okay? We're different. Our scenarios are different. Well, hey, what about, you know, your girl Andy? I mean, if she loves you so much, you want to check out her dating app matches? Because apparently, you know, Hayden was able to pull that up. And he's like, oh, well, she's on the date with dude right now. Man, I ain't worried about that. Well, you should be. So Hayden probably pulls up Jordan's records and whatnot. And, you know, talking about how, hey, man, this guy, he was an athlete and everything. He's doing good for himself. So you might want to be a bit worried. So then we go over to Pam, who's on the phone with Karen. You shouldn't have told that check up. Can you stop? And I feel like that's what's going to lead to Karen eventually going over to Zach's place in that one trailer where she's looking all sad, because now that she's pretty much said, Aaron, be gone. I don't want your help. Leave me alone. I can get the money. Who the hell are you going to get it from? If I were Zach, I wouldn't write her a check or anything. But essentially, folks, that's the trailer in a nutshell. I like it. I mean, like I said, the trailer wasn't the most exciting, but we're setting things up. And I'll keep saying this each and every week, because I've said it a number of times before. Season 6B is the setup for Season 7. We're going to see some longtime characters take their final bow. We're going to move on to new storylines and set up what's to come in Season 7 with the new writers. So, hey, just like what Jordan was talking about with Andy in regards to like a slow romance needing to, you know, burn slowly instead of, you know, just being a quick one and done thing. Let's take our time. Let's make it through this season. Build up some interesting storylines. Let some characters fall off in order to let new characters come in. And I like the dynamic of less Zach and Fatima if it means that the other main characters are finally given substance to their storylines. I know it sucks, but Zach and Fatima have their own show. We don't need 20-minute Zatima segments and Sistas. As great as that would be, let's make time to give the other characters something to do. So, as I requested before, please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And I will catch you in the next video.